Distance off the tee plays a pivotal role in the game of golf. It's the opening act, the first swing, the initial stride towards victory. A powerful drive not only sets the tone for your game, but also significantly improves your overall performance. It's all about gaining that extra edge, that additional yard to keep you ahead of the game. And who better to guide us on this journey than the top 100 teachers in golf? These are the masters of the game, the connoisseurs of the course, who have honed their skills through years of dedicated practice and teaching. They've been there, on the green, under the sun, perfecting every swing, every drive. And now, they're here to share their knowledge, their expertise. So, are you ready to drive farther, play better, and conquer the course? Stay tuned as we delve into the top 5 ways to increase your drive distance. Tip number 1, consider the speed of your backswing. Now, this might feel a bit counterintuitive at first. Many golfers assume that a slower backswing translates to more control. However, top golf teachers suggest otherwise. They recommend increasing the speed of your backswing to boost your drive distance. But how does this work? Picture a pendulum. It swings back, then swiftly forward, right? Your golf swing operates on a similar principle. The backswing sets the pace, and a swift one can lead to a more powerful downswing. It's all about kinetic energy, the energy of motion. The faster the backswing, the more kinetic energy is generated, which can then be transferred to the ball on impact, sending it soaring further into the distance. This isn't about rushing or losing control, but rather about harnessing energy more efficiently. The size of the hip and shoulder rotation typically increases with the backswing's intensity. By lengthening and speeding up the swing, they have more time to pick up pace on the downswing. Think about doing a vertical jump. You wouldn't lower yourself slowly and then attempt a quick jump in order to jump your highest, would you? Instead, you would lower yourself quickly to swiftly rebound from the bottom of the jump. This is exactly what takes place in the transition of a golf swing, especially with long hitters. However, a quicker backswing requires a stronger muscular contraction to slow down the club and body during transition. So, it's crucial to maintain a good balance and solid posture throughout the swing. Remember, the power comes from the speed, not from muscle tension. So next time you're out on the course, try increasing the speed of your backswing. Practice this technique, and with time, you'll start to notice an increase in your drive distance, and who knows, maybe even your overall game might improve. So remember, a swift backswing can lead to a powerful downswing. This is just one of the many techniques you can use to increase your distance off the tee. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks to improve your golf game. Our second tip is to stay back longer during the downswing. Now, this may sound a bit counterintuitive, but it's a technique that's proven to add some serious yardage to your drive. Let's dive into it. Staying back longer during the downswing is all about leveraging the power stored in your body. When you swing, you're not just using your arms, you're using your entire body, from your feet to your hips, your core, and yes, your arms. Every part of you contributes to the swing, and every part has a role in generating power. Now, how does staying back work? It's all about the trail shoulder. Keeping this shoulder farther back during the downswing allows you to propel your arms, wrists, and club through impact with maximum force. It's a power move that's often overlooked, but it's crucial for longer drives. You see, many golfers rely heavily on their torsos to deliver the club to the ball, neglecting the potential power that their arms and wrists can provide. It's as if they're holding back, not releasing the club upon impact, but rather carrying it through. But by staying back longer, you allow your arms and wrists to catch up, adding an additional burst of power right when you need it most. The old advice to keep your back to the target to start the forward swing holds true here, as long as you're also accelerating your wrists and arms. This technique also helps to launch the ball higher and with less spin, which is key for optimizing distance with the driver. But remember, like any golf technique, it's going to take some practice to get it right. Start slow, gradually working on staying back longer during your downswing. With time and repetition, you'll start to feel the difference in your swing and see the difference in your drive. By staying back longer, you can maximize the power exerted on the ball. And when you maximize power, you maximize distance. And who doesn't want to hit the ball farther? Thirdly, let's discuss the importance of proper shoulder tilt. This technique is a simple yet powerful way to extend the range of your tee strokes. The key lies in setting your shoulder angle at address to launch. How do you do this? Let's break it down. Start by placing the ball forward in your stance, aligning it with the instep of your lead foot. As you do this, your shoulders should naturally tip back and away from the target. You'll notice your lead shoulder elevating above your trailing shoulder. This positioning is crucial as it enables you to swing into your driver with the correct path, effectively propelling your golf ball out by smashing into the back of the club. Now, don't be alarmed if this feels a little strange at first. When you set up properly, your eyeline will be tilted as well, even though your head remains centered between your shoulders. It may seem a little off because we're not accustomed to looking at things from an inclined perspective, but remember, this is just your initial posture, and it's perfectly fine to move athletically as you start your swing. This technique of having a proper shoulder tilt is not just about getting into the right position, but it's also about harnessing the power of your body mechanics to increase your drive distance. By setting your shoulder angle correctly, you're giving your swing a powerful launch pad. You're setting up a chain of events that will lead to a stronger, more dynamic swing. Every degree of tilt can contribute to the overall drive distance. The more you practice this technique, the more natural it will feel. Over time, you'll start to notice the difference in your swing's power and the distance your ball travels. So to sum up, the proper shoulder tilt at address is a simple, yet effective technique to increase your drive distance. It's all about positioning yourself correctly and using your body's mechanics to your advantage. A proper shoulder tilt can significantly enhance the launching power of your swing. The fourth tip is to make harder practice swings. This technique is all about the simple principle of velocity. The faster you move the club, the further it can propel the golf ball. To start applying this, practice your swings in the air, holding the club head at knee height. Swing it back and forth, listening for the swooshing sound it makes as it cuts through the air. The goal here is to make that swooshing sound as loud as you can, without losing your balance, of course. This sound is a great indicator of the speed of your swing. The louder the swoosh, the faster your club head is moving, and the more potential you have for distance. So don't hesitate to put some power into your practice swings. Remember, the golf swing is not just about precision, it's also about power. The harder your practice swings, the greater your potential for distance. The final tip is to effectively use your wrists. This technique can significantly boost your drive distance. You see, once you're properly positioned at address, allowing your wrists to move can add a surprising amount of distance to your swing. It's like a whip. The handle moves first, then the energy travels down the whip until it reaches the tip, moving at incredible speed. That's how your golf swing should work. Your wrists are the tip of the whip, the last link in the chain, delivering that final burst of speed to the club head. A perfect grip should offer security without stress, allowing your wrists to move freely throughout your swing. This is particularly beneficial for women and older golfers who may not have as much strength, but can still achieve impressive distances thanks to the effective setup and speed generation of the wrists. So don't neglect those wrists, folks. Remember, your wrists are powerful tools for generating speed and distance. Now let's summarize the top 5 tips to increase your drive distance. First, we discussed the importance of increasing the speed of your backswing. Remember, a quicker backswing allows for more time to gain momentum on the downswing. Think of it like a vertical jump. You wouldn't slowly lower yourself and then try to jump quickly. Instead, you would lower yourself quickly to swiftly rebound from the bottom of the jump. That's the kind of energy you want to channel in your backswing. Secondly, we emphasize the need to stay back longer during the downswing. This involves keeping your trail shoulder farther back while propelling your arms, wrists, and club through impact. By doing so, you can launch the ball higher and with less spin, which is key for optimizing distance with your driver. Next, we talked about the proper shoulder tilt. Setting your shoulder angle at address can greatly extend the range of your tee shots. Remember, the ball should be forward in your stance, parallel to the instep of your lead foot, and your shoulders should be tipped back and away from the target. Our fourth tip was to make harder practice swings. By simply moving the club faster, you can increase club head speed and potential distance. A good way to practice this is by swinging the club back and forth at knee height, listening for the loud swooshing sound it makes as it moves through the air. Lastly, we highlighted the importance of using your wrists. A proper grip that allows for wrist movement can create a significant boost in club head speed and distance. This is particularly beneficial for those who may not be as strong, but can still achieve great distances with the right wrist setup and speed. Remember, these tips are not just about improving your distance off the tee, they're about refining your overall game, enhancing your performance, and ultimately enjoying golf even more. So, get out there and practice these tips. Incorporate them into your game and see the difference they can make. If you would like more tips to improve your game, consider subscribing to my channel.